The newest, the hottest.
All this other shit is just
the biggest, the baddest.
Regurgitated.
The whitest and the blackest.
Regurgitated.
That's a good word.
I learned from the best.
I like regurgitated.
Better than defecated.
Interesting. Depends on whether, I guess if it happens to you.
Is it kind of the same?
If it happens to you, I mean,
this shit is already starting crazy.
Can you imagine if we did a remake of the Human Centipede with this new Dookie Demick going around?
I had a little bit of that.
Oh, the dude.
Did you? I had a little bit of that.
They calling it a parasite?
I guess, yeah.
I
guess that's what it was. I mean, I didn't go to the hospital. And it didn't hit me as hard as it did some people, but it knocked me out for a day.
My coworker Reed had it last week.
Yeah, I had a tough time for a day.
We making fun of him all week.
You can't even attempt to fart.
I went, but no.
You go shit yourself.
No, yeah, you not. You can't trust not a thing.
You can't trust a fart.
No, you got to either. I spent a day either in the bathroom or in the bed.
Shit.
Because in between, I had cold shivers.
Pun intended.
I bet I took 5 showers that day.
Ugh.
I would just get the cold shakes, like I was freezing to death, and it's 90 degrees outside.
But you burning up, but you freezing.
Yeah, but
that's the worst.
But I didn't have a fever.
But you didn't have a fever.
No, I didn't have a fever.
Usually when you get the shakes, you got the fever.
I know. That's what I thought,
I don't think you're supposed to get a fever with this stuff. I think it just gives you the bad dukes.
Well, just now it was a rough day.
I bet.
And the next day,
I've been staying away from salads.
The next day I felt fine.
It's not in the lettuce, apparently. I don't think it's in the lettuce. The FDA came out and made some kind of an apology that's not in the lettuce.
Oh, it's too late for Taco Bell. I don't think Taco Bell give a damn. They're like,
if you
can handle Taco Bell, you already got
the
fucking Iron Maiden of stomachs.
Some kind of lining.
Look, if you're clogged up, Taco Bell will do you better than Miralax.
I call it Taco Hell.
Taco Hell, yep.
Yeah, it ain't no fucking Taco
Bell.
Bell.
Every now and then I get a craving for a taco.
I couldn't tell you if I had some Taco Bell.
I did a few 6 months or so. I found a receipt. I know that because I had to turn in a receipt to my wife that was old as hell. But she's like, "Did you go to Taco Bell? What are you doing?" Like, yeah, this one night.
Taco Hell.
Headed home from Homestead Hollow in Aniana, Alabama.
Down in the holler.
I had come out of one holler, through another holler. Stopped at the crest. Just at the edge of the mountain is where Aniana is, right at the foothills of the bullshit mountain. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, yeah, I got me some Taco Hell in there.
Shoot, all that time I've been spending in Nashville lately, I can't do Taco Bell. I've had too many of those taco trucks. Hey, what the real stuff tastes like.
Speaking of Taco Bell.
That's what it comes down to.
Or Nashville.
I want a real fucking street taco.
Yeah, once you've had a real street taco.
Fuck Taco Bell.
Speaking of Nashville, did you see they just opened up a Hattie B's on the Parkway?
Oh, yeah, that's been there for a couple months now.
Has it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to be one the other day when I was going down that way.
I think it's overrated. Just like Dave's hot chicken.
Oh, man, don't speak that sacrilegious nonsense.
I think the shit's overrated.
No.
I hadn't had either one of them.
You ain't missing shit.
Dave's hot chicken is the spot.
Is it?
Yes, Q over here speaking sacrilegious.
I'm going to try it.
It's bullshit.
I'll try a hot chicken.
Where are you going to go for your chicken then?
Not hot chicken. That's a good point. Where are you going to go for a hot chicken around here?
Guess I don't eat a lot of hot chicken.
You're missing out.
I do prefer the Hattie B's though over Dave's.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm going to have
I've had
both of them.
They both compare, but Hattie B's a little bit better to me.
It was last week before the podcast.
Raising Cane's is better than Hattie B's.
We don't have a Raising Cane.
Yeah, we do.
Here?
On South Parkway.
I didn't know we had a Cane's. Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
What's the other one over there? Not Raising Cane's, but it's similar to it. It's in that Cliff Farms area.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. We did the install.
Talking about Slim Chicken?
Slim Chicken.
Yeah.
I don't mind Slim Chicken.
I
don't mind Slim Chicken.
Slim Chicken's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't know we had a Raising Cane.
Better than Zaxby's. Just about anything better than Zaxby's.
Yeah, I don't even fuck with Zaxby's.
I like Zaxby's chicken tenders.
I used to like
their salads
wings.
Ain't half bad.
Chicken tenders decent.
I don't know,
Jessica
man.
used to always like their salads. The
salad, Zax salad, Zax salad.
It just seems like, I don't know, every time I went there, the wings were crappy. And
there's no flavor to the chicken. The fries aren't bad. The bread's okay. Coleslaw shit. Don't eat that.
Coleslaw shit.
Yep. That's what'll give you the Dookie Demick right there.
Vinegar type coleslaw guy.
Me too. I prefer a vinegar coleslaw than like a creamy sweet.
Creamy mayo or whatever slaw.
Correct. Yeah. And I don't like it sweet. That's the one thing I don't like about Publix.
I like a little sugar in my slaw.
All right.
With a little black pepper.
Like a vinegar sugar. Okay.
Vinegar, sugar, black pepper.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
You put sugar in your spaghetti?
I will.
Ugh.
As I've gotten older, probably not so much now. But as a kid, we would sugar up our spaghetti.
I've never put sugar in spaghetti.
Oh man, shit was
You ever had
delicious.
that Cincinnati spaghetti? What is that shit called?
Now I ain't putting no sugar in my grits.
Man,
Skyline chili. Oh no, sugar in your grits that you ought to be.
No, that's sacrilegious. Yeah, you don't deserve to eat fucking
oh well,
grits.
I'm starting to feel that. I put more sugar in my grits than grits.
No way.
I taught you better than that. You ain't learned that shit from me.
No, I didn't.
You might as well make you some damn
cream
cream of wheat.
Mm-hmm. Cream of
Pretty
wheat
much.
and be done with it. Just
Yeah,
get you
just get you some damn
and
cream
ain't
of
nothing wrong
wheat.
with cream of wheat.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Ain't
cream of
nothing
wheat.
wrong with cream of wheat.
I'll
But
take some
want
sweet
grits.
rice
I
over
want
grits.
butter.
grits are grits and cream of wheat is
Pepper, salt,
butter, pepper, and salt.
butter,
No.
pepper, salt.
That's all that's acceptable. You can put a little hot sauce in there.
Ooh,
I will
that'd be
put a
different.
splash of hot
I'll
sauce
put a
on some
little-
grits.
little,
If there's no,
Red grits.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, depending on how much hot sauce you want. What kind of morning is it? Do you need a real kick in the ass?
a little bit.
But I'll probably be
Yeah,
quicker to
kicking
put
it,
the
I
hot
just put a
sauce on
little-
my eggs.
Little jack in my
Oh
coffee.
yeah, put some hot sauce on a good omelet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a salsa.
And I don't like whiskey in my coffee.
Shoot,
I
I'll
want
do
like
both.
a liqueur.
Little mild salsa and
A
some,
salsa.
A sauce on
beets
with
or
my
something?
omelet, with my eggs, as opposed to hot sauce.
Oh yeah. Hot salsa with eggs is great.
yeah, salsa.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm with
100%.
Kevin over there. I'll do both.
What's
A
that?
little salsa and a little hot sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do. Yeah,
I like it when my eggs burn just a little bit on the way down. That'll wake you up in the morning, man.
it will wait. Yeah, if
That's
you
a
need to
good way
get
to
up,
get
get
you
going.
started.
Yeah.
It's gonna burn on the way out too.
It's like music first thing in the morning. I always want heavy metal.
Shit.
Always. I mellow out to whatever in the afternoon, but in the morning, like, yeah, I want
Oh man,
loud
I
ass
can't
heavy
start my
metal.
day off like that.
Just love that shit.
You start your day out with heavy metal.
Yep. Like when I go
I thought
working
you
in the
started out
shop.
with a joint.
Oh, that's afterwards.
love
So
it. During.
heavy metal then joint, or joint then heavy metal.
Heavy metal starts my work time. Let me put it that way. Like
So
when I get out into the shop,
what's the process?
well, I'll smoke a little first thing in the morning.
Go
So
out there and
joint
just
then
hang
heavy
a
metal.
little bit.
Hypothetically, theoretically.
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah. Shane the Brain does that.
Joint,
Yeah.
heavy
Or
metal.
just a bowl, yeah, not a whole
Bowl, joint,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just a bowl, a small bowl,
Mhm.
just enough to relax while I do my yoga.
Then heavy metal.
And then breakfast. Yeah, heavy metal starts when I work. When I get out in the shop. When I first get out in the shop, that's when I'm, cranking up whatever it might be.
Rage Against the Machine.
Maybe. In this moment right now, that bitch can wail. Maria Brinks. Shout out Maria Brinks.
Mm-hmm.
But then
That's the name. That bitch can wail.
No, Maria Brinks is
Oh.
the chick's name, and
Okay.
In This Moment is the name of the band. Yeah.
Okay,
And-
you
and
just
would
said
not,
that.
Yeah, my bad. I just-
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's the name. Shit,
Yeah, you wouldn't like them.
them.
I promise you wouldn't like them. It's they're kind of out
pretty.
there. But,
you
you know.
fridge on your fucking music
yeah.
So
selection.
that
Kinda on
suits you just
everything.
fine then.
Yeah, yo,
A little bit of that
your
out there.
music
But it is
selection.
what it is. I like a good electric jump start.
Very
That's all I'm saying.
fringe, very niche,
I don't know about very.
very
Maybe.
Bill Clinton.
I know a little bit of. I know a little bit about a lot. I don't know a lot about
Look,
Bill
I'm trying to get in character, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Clinton with the cigars.
My persona's kind of
Well, let's
metamorphosizing over
officially
here.
open it up and see if we get it
Metamorphing.
ready.
Did you
Am
say
I
metamorphosizing?
Yeah,
that's a good word.
my persona.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna use
My
that tomorrow.
persona
2
is
years ago- I gotta be honest,
metamorphosizing.
man, I'm proud. 2 years ago, you would never say my persona is metamorphosizing. Like, you would have gave me shit for saying that bullshit.
That's
and now here you
bullshit.
are. My persona is
Rubbing off on
metamorphosizing.
Metamorphosizing. I'm just talking shit.
Coming to you now from that 86 Kid studio deep in the bowels of Huntsville, Alabama. Here with a very special guest this evening. I'm with my co-host, Q the Messenger, our illustrious producer, Kevin the Boss Man Richardson. Woo! They call me Shane the Brain, and tonight, a look behind the curtain. This is Vendor Chronicles. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
do this.
Let's go.
All right, I guess I might as well let the cat out of the bag. You've been hearing a third voice out here tonight. Maybe you thought it was a
bag out
third
the
voice, or
cat.
maybe you thought I was a ventriloquist and had a different character.
Fucking hand up your
whatever it
ass.
was you thought.
What?
Tonight,
A ventriloquist.
All I heard was hand up your ass.
tonight, nobody's got a hand up their ass that we know of, but I'm proud to welcome my son Daniel Knox to the podcast.
Hey,
for
shout
the
out
first
Daniel
time.
Dogs, man.
Appreciate it, guys.
Shout out
This ought to
Daniel.
be fun.
I am. Hey, I'm excited. I like the vindication he gave me a while back. You kind of
That-
already
that
told
did
the
happen.
story, but
That did happen. Yep.
Daniel, he had my
Had to-
back on that one.
Had to cut me down to size a little
Man,
bit.
what happened to bros over hoes, Daniel?
Hey, look, man. You know,
Your own blood, Shane. Your own blood. Damn.
I think I'm gonna restart this thing.
Well, you know,
I forgot the story. Tell it again, Shay.
Wait, hold on.
I forgot.
You that's some bullshit right there. Tell again how you fucked up, Shane. Tell again how you fucked up. Remember that time you was a dumbass? Tell us that story right there. Fuck you, man. I'm not telling shit. I'm busy lighting this cigar. If you want to make fun of me, do it your damn
that
self.
motherfucker ain't clicking again.
What do they say?
No, Dad done fucked up the torch over here. I'm gonna need that lighter when you're done with it.
Never prove your own incompetency. Make them find it out for themselves. Yeah, no, I ain't going there. You tell the story. I don't remember. I was giving you shit about something. That's all I know. Dan was like, I don't know.
Got that short-term memory loss over there?
That's what it is. He's acting.
That selective memory.
Selective, yeah, they fucking short-term memory loss.
All the time as kids, you got that selective hearing, Dad. You got that selective memory.
Bars.
Give me that damn lighter, man.
Hold on.
I'm not real good at that. You know this.
You know, one of the interesting things in life, just to be serious for a second, and also to deflect from whatever bullshit you're fixing to say about me.
Okay.
It is wild when your child grows up and now is a grown person that you have to acknowledge as an adult and, you know, then see their perspective on things. You know, whether good or bad. You know, everybody lives their own life. You know, you think you know everything about a child, but you don't. You think you know what they're thinking or what they're doing or their motivation. And then you grow up and you realize what you think oftentimes was not even close to what they were thinking. I don't know.
It does kind of help that we've got this kind of, we've got a special relationship compared to a lot of fathers and sons. You know, I heard you guys talking about it on the podcast at one point, how you and your son communicate with each other and how he would never speak to you the same way that I speak to my father sometimes. And it's never in any kind of disrespect. You know, if he's, you're being a dumbass, I'm going to call you a dumbass.
Bullshit, you're an asshole to me. It's elder abuse. It's elder abuse.
Elder abuse.
Elder abuse. I'm claiming it right here.
Asshole my ass.
Yeah.
You're just mad I called you out. That's all it is.
I saw a meme on, not a meme, but some kind of story on Facebook. This guy got drunk in the woods and his family thought he was lost. And they had a whole search party going out, and the drunk guy stumbled into the search party and spent like 2 hours searching for himself with the search party. Finally, somebody called out his name, and he's like, I'm right here. Like, what are you talking about?
Let me see that, Daniel.
I'm looking for that lost guy.
Having a pass around.
Thank you, bro.
Dad tore up the torch.
Yep, fucked up the torch.
I feel like that would be a story about
the lighter
you, man.
you're passing around is mine, is what I'm noticing.
Well, yeah, it needs to be, because you're the one that tore up the torch.
Yeah, the torch fucked up. The clicker. Okay. We all need it. It's hard to smoke a cigar and record a podcast.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's a lot of dead air right there. Are we supposed to be scared of dead air?
It's fine.
With as much crap as the government's been pumping into our air for years, I think a little dead cigar smoke air is probably not going to kill us.
What they call that at awkward silence, or what they call that shit? Like if you get onto an elevator and no one speaks. Is it awkward silence?
Nah, man, I pull my phone out and start playing elevator music. I'll just let a good loud one rip.
I pull out my phone and play heavy metal. Works every time.
That tip might be hot.
Who the hell is this guy?
You warmed up, Shane. Took off the shirt.
It is warm in here.
Took off the shirt and the hat.
Took off the shirt. Well, the hat doesn't work over the headphones.
The new hat.
Something's not getting started over here.
What are you talking about?
Let's just not even go there. Small room, clothes coming off. I don't like it. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable over here.
Nah.
I'm on this brown couch.
Shane don't got that I ain't seen before.
Shoot, that's some shit I'm not trying to see.
What the hell?
I'm pretty sure you done seen it.
What the hell?
He's definitely seen yours.
Well,
I don't know where the fuck we're going here.
Hell?
I think we just having a conversation. I mean, my son definitely don't got that I ain't seen.
well, yeah, but that's different. You know, he was too young to remember all that.
But your ass, I done wiped of his.
I'm a grown man now. I'm not trying to see that shit.
You might have to wipe his ass one day.
You may have to.
No,
May
fuck
have
that.
to. Yeah,
Fuck that. I'll put your ass in a home.
It all comes full
Daniel's gonna
circle.
be like, you're going to be crusty.
What they say,
No, I won't make you
once
be crusty,
a man,
but
twice
I will.
a child.
What?
Once a man, twice a child.
Twice a child.
Fuck, you might have to wipe his ass one day.
I'm not wiping his ass. He'll go in a home.
It is funny as I get older thinking about the fact that this is as good as it gets. Like, it ain't ever going to be You know what I'm saying? It's
It ain't gonna get better.
But how can you say that with not having experienced the next 50 years? You can't say this is the good that it's ever going to get, because what if tomorrow it's even better?
I think
I
we're
think
talking
I'm plateauing. I don't think
aging
it's-
physically. Like
You'll definitely
this is as
plateau
young
if you
as you're
think
gonna
that
ever
way.
be.
Correct. Yeah.
Today.
Physically, I'll never be as capable as I am now. I mean, I could work out and be in a little bit better shape than I am.
What about that 90-year-old guy that ran a marathon?
I could run a marathon. I'm not now, but I could train to run a marathon.
But see, there you go. You can't say that. If you say you're plateauing, then you definitely are plateauing.
I plan to make it a long plateau.
Shit, I'm trying
I plan
to
to make it a long
mountaintop.
plateau. But realistically speaking, physically, it's probably downhill from here. And the point just being is that
is
you
the
come
plateau
to,
the peak?
No.
What is
the
plateau?
plateau is where it levels off.
So your peak basically.
Okay.
Do we consider plateau peak?
Maybe I already peaked.
That ain't high enough.
So
for me.
you've
Maybe I've already
You done
gone high.
peaked.
Maybe I'm not as high as I once was.
Yeah, you're not as high as you
I'm
once
certainly
was.
not as physically capable as I once was.
correct. I mean,
You know,
Yeah.
I'm 50. I'll be 55 here in a couple
it
months.
comes natural with aging.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I can still do everything I want to do.
Right.
You know, I don't let something, you know, I don't have anything debilitating.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be a long time before I do. But
Right.
I also know that I have to take care of myself. I got a shoulder. If I don't do my stretching and do some little, you know, strength stuff with it, it complains loud.
It
Yeah.
let you know.
Let me know for sure. And I do a lot of wrestling on the floor with a 3-year-old.
Is it one of those things that's
That'll get
chronic?
I think it's carpal tunnel, man. I think it's related to my sander, believe it or not, the way I hold my arm and apply a little pressure right there.
Oh.
I got to find another one. I'm trying to, you know, stand differently
So
and hold
maybe you need
things.
to work on
one of those braces.
your ergonomics.
Ergonomics. There you go. I've thought about one of those,
Fucking
like one of those tape-on things. I've thought about using
Raise
one
a
of those.
That
table,
might
lower the
save your shoulder.
table.
You know,
But you know
20
what's
years from now.
interesting is when I play disc golf, it helps. I think it kind of helps extend it, you know,
Oh,
just the way
okay.
that shoulder does. As long as I throw correctly, but if I throw wrong, it hurts like a something that hurts a whole bunch.
I think that might be why a lot of older folks play golf. You know, you get a certain kind of stretch moving your body like that you can't get otherwise.
Traditional golf is tough on your back once you get a little older.
Man, is there anything nowadays that's not tough on your back?
I miss
feel like my
playing golf,
back's
though. We've
dying
been
when I
saying
get
we were
out of
going to go
bed.
play golf for a long time. We've never
You
gone
what?
out.
I feel like my back's dying when I get out of bed.
That'd be fun.
Shit.
Go to a driving
Coming
range
out
a
the
couple
bed
times.
back fucked
Need to
up.
go to a real
Shoot, I
driving
gotta
range with
roll out
real
of the
balls
bed
and
now.
clubs,
I
though.
can't
You
get
know,
up. I gotta roll
Top golf
out.
is fun, but it's kind of goofy golf.
You all right?
I don't know.
I can always pick that cup up.
So I didn't tell you the ending saga of my wife's car.
Okay.
So got it running better. I had to do some, for those of you listening,
The ending song.
you may not have known, but I had to do a little bit of mechanicing work on my wife's car. Anyways, got all that done. Car's running fine. Caught a rock with my lawnmower and shattered the rear window of her.
Fuck.
Did you really?
Yep.
Damn.
That's
Yep.
all on you.
I know where you can find another one right now. Okay, keep
Like
going.
cracked the window, shattered window.
Oh no, that window's gone.
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 It's spider webbed, yeah, and a chunk fell out of it the other day. We've got somebody scheduled to come and replace it.
How much are they charging you for that? You know, I got the same car, so it's good to know.
I don't know.
Will
Hey,
you let me know when you
I
do?
didn't schedule it.
you flip,
Jessica did.
you flip your car, you get
I don't
glass in
wanna
your
know.
face.
Y'all got full
Probably
coverage
what it
on that
is.
thing?
Safe auto
Yeah, but I'm
repair.
not claiming it.
Safe auto replace.
that's-
Safe
what I
light
was thinking.
repair, safe light replace. Yeah,
$500.
flip your car, you get
somewhere
glass
in
in
that
your
range.
face.
I really
Ooh.
don't know. I told Jessica just
Safe
to
auto
handle it.
repair,
That
safe
hurts.
auto replace.
I just got done fixing the thing. I don't know how to replace a rear window, and quite frankly, don't feel like taking the time for it. So
No, it's best to have a professional.
Yeah.
Fucking just going to do
yeah,
it.
we got somebody coming out to replace it.
I'll come change it for you for a sandwich and a six pack.
It's probably 4 or 5 bills. I don't know. Can't catch a break. I can't catch a break. No matter what happens, I'm always, I'm plagued. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Oh, the woes of success.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
Fuck, Shane.
Yep.
So it's your lot.
So is my lot. I'm destined to work. But you know what? I like staying busy. And when I'm not busy, like if there is some kind of larger plan, I think Karma maybe is telling me, you know what, dude?
Destined to
You need to keep stuff
suffer.
going. When you have time on your hands, you get up to stuff you don't need to worry about getting up to.
What's that old phrase?
Idle hands
make the devil's play toys.
devil playground.
Hey, you
Idle
mentioned,
mind is a devil
you
playground.
mentioned on the show one time.
There it is.
If you look in the Bible, the devil never killed anybody, but God killed a bunch of people. The devil actually did kill like 10 people.
Really?
Yeah. He killed Job's family.
You look this shit up. Well, he killed Joe's family with the permission.
With God's
With God's permission.
Yeah, he had permission. But I mean, technically
He
speaking,
just didn't go
still-
out and just murder
Correct.
Joel.
Yeah, correct.
Job
Correct.
family or Job or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, yeah, there
I
you
thought
go.
this shit was Job.
By
my
the
whole
Old
life.
Testament,
Who knows,
God
yeah.
was definitely
It's
a
spelled
murderer.
J-O-B.
J-O-B. Yeah, like rolling papers.
It's Job, but it's Job. Fuck.
Yep.
I don't know.
I mean, just like it's Jesus, but really it'd be Jesus, right?
Could be.
If you had on a driver's license, J-E-S-U-S, pick a Hispanic sounding last name, you would say Jesus, right? You wouldn't say Jesus. What's up, Jesus? You'd be
Right,
like,
but would you
Jesus.
say Jesus if he had a white sounding last name?
Black community, we call him Jesus. We
I'm
ain't
with you.
calling that motherfucker Jesus.
Really?
If you got a Mexican last name, I'll call you Jesus. But if you don't, you Jesus.
You Jesus.
I've met a couple of Jesuses.
I met Jesus one time.
I bet you did.
That was
Some of
sacrilegious.
that wild shit you be doing.
high that I
We don't name our kids Jesus.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
white
that's taking a
people
little
don't do
bit of
that
a
either. That's
reach.
only
Black people don't
Hispanic
name
people.
their
Nah,
kids.
white
Yeah,
people
we
or
don't
black
name
people
our-
don't.
I ain't never met nobody named Jesus.
The Jesus
I
I
done
met
met
was a white kid.
Jesus. Really?
Mm-hmm. In high
I met a
school, white kid
Kwame
named
last
Jesus.
weekend.
His dad was Mexican.
No, his dad was white. Whiter than us.
His mom was Mexican.
Nope. Also white.
Fuck.
Just very religious. Or I guess in this case, sacrilegious.
He was the second coming
I mean,
He was-
who knows?
of our Lord and
Something
Savior
like that,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. This ain't no fucking TBN.
What's TBN?
The Christian broadcast station or whatever it's called, like TBN.
Oh, I don't-
Don't ask me what TBN stands for.
Right. But it's a Christian.
Yeah. Joel Osteen and
The backwater
Benny
media.
Hinn.
It's hard to
and
trust somebody like
fucking-
Joel Osteen. You know,
What's the guy that take his coat off and slap you with it and you heal the ball?
If you slap me with my coat, we going
Ailments
outside.
and all
sounds
that
like
shit.
bullshito, like
Or they-
some Steven Seagal
They
backwards.
lay hands on you and you pass out.
What's his name, Joel?
Joel Osteen.
How you spell it?
That's the make
Osteen.
Who do you think it is?
Joel Osteen, right?
How you spell it?
I couldn't tell you.
Olsteen.
So
Which
what
one
is
is it?
This ain't, everyone remembers it like that, but now
Osteen. But it's
Oh,
Osteen.
it's one of those Mandela,
It's one of those Mandela, effect things.
Is this a televangelist we're talking about?
Yeah, Joel Osteen.
Yeah, that's why I don't know the name.
Yeah.
The motherfucker talking smile. As
He's
he
like a
talks.
religious version of what was that guy? Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins. You know
Give me
what I'm talking about?
$100.
Big old humongous guy. He does the fire walking thing. I don't know.
You
Remember when
imagine,
I'm over that.
imagine the amount of
what
money those
religion-
televangelists suckered out of poor old people that didn't know
Man.
no better.
Oh, sure.
religion psychosis.
you gotta
they
go-
calling it. They got a name for it.
You got to buy a ticket to go to Joel Osteen's Sunday service, and it's at like the old Houston Astrodome.
and
or
you got to
something.
buy the book.
And yet this is supposed to be a spreading of the God's word. Sound like more like a spreading of the wealth.
I
in
think
one
for the
pocket.
most part, the masses are waking up to the psychosis of religion, especially the Gen Alphas and Gen Zers. And
Everybody
shit.
below my generation.
They not going for
they
that
don't-
shit.
they
no
don't
more.
care.
Yeah, they don't care about that bullshit.
we too busy worrying about the economy and lack of pay.
Yeah. They waking up to the
Shout out my employer.
religion psychosis.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, they are. Less and less people going to
100%,
church.
Yeah, they're less worried about
Every-
religion. They're more worried
every
about their lack of
generation.
ability to pay bills.
I think. Look, I don't know, but I think that statistically, the younger generations are maybe turning back around and starting to become more religious. I'm not sure.
You think so?
I'm not positive. Like statistically speaking, I'm not positive. I know that I know quite a number of young people who are pretty devout religious. Our friend Colby and her husband at the coffee shop
So let me ask you a
are
question.
they're like,
How many young people do you know that are devoutly religious?
I just mentioned two.
Right, but how many total?
Oh, listen, I don't know. I mean,
Take a wild guess. Just spitball here.
son, I
The,
don't,
the point is, how many young people do you know that are devoutly religious versus the number of old people that are devoutly religious? I bet you the old people number is much higher.
for sure, 100%.
That's
I mean,
all
there
you
you
see
go.
in churches is old people. on
What I'm
Sunday.
saying is that I think statistically speaking, there's a trend of more younger people going to church than did before.
I think anecdotal.
That could be it could be anecdotal. I
Daniel
don't
know more younger people than we do.
That's for sure.
Shoot, what are y'all talking about? I don't pay attention to nobody.
He also doesn't go to church though, which is
So how many
a lot
of
of.
your peers are going to church that you know of
I don't.
faithfully?
I mean, I
don't
can.
have any peers. I got two friends, man, and I go to work and come home.
I'm aware of a young men's Christian disc golf league. These are. I mean, anybody can join it. It's a men's disc golf league, but it's mostly young people, 15 to early 30s at the most. I was invited to join, and I'd be like the grandpa. I'm not joining it, but
No.
But they're all, very religious. I play disc golf at a local church called Asbury, and I meet some of the people that go to church there, and like their youth pastor one
That's a
time.
nice course they got out there.
Is that one off Hughes right there? Where's Asbury at?
Yeah, it's off of Hughes.
Off of Hughes?
I lost a disc in some bushes one time, and we went looking for it. We couldn't find it, and I finally gave up and said, I'm going to quit searching for it, right? So the dude was like, hey, can I pray with you? I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to do. Like, I'm not going to,
You let
I'm
him pray
gonna
with
stand
you?
here and look around like I don't know what to do.
give homage to your God, but, yeah, if you want to, whatever. So he makes this prayer, and then he prays that he finds
can't
this
hurt you.
disc. Yeah, it can't hurt me. Right. So, and if it helps him, then
whatever.
why not, right?
Okay.
So anyways, part of his prayer, he prays that he finds that my disc shows
Okay.
up or something like that, right? And then he goes running back off in the woods as I'm loading my stuff in my van and comes back out with my disc. He's like, see, God
Well, that
help me find
motherfucker
it.
already knew where
Either
this
that
was
or I was
before
about
he
to say.
prayed for you.
I think
Just
he
to
probably walked over it. Yeah. I do think that was the case.
show you a miracle.
Because he went
It's
right
a
out there
miracle.
to
And went out there to it. Yeah,
Look,
come
God
on.
help me find your disc.
Motherfucker, you knew that this was laying there the
I
whole
think so,
time.
too. Yeah.
But does something have to be religiously based to be a miracle? Because, let's be honest, miracles happen all the time. Penicillin is definitely a miracle. 100% penicillin was a miracle of our own device.
What do you mean by a miracle?
How do you define a miracle?
That's a good point.
Some great thing that's happened to benefit
It's a
in
miracle.
some way.
How did they define it in Pulp Fiction?
Did they define miracle in both?
Uh-huh.
All I remember is the
Samuel
Royale
L.
of
Jackson
cheese.
and what's his name? They're talking about
Travolta.
Travolta, yeah. Samuel said he witnessed a miracle. Jules, whatever the anyways.
Oh, when that
and-
motherfucker shot or something like
He
that?
said,
and-
you witnessed a miracle. I witnessed a freak occurrence. He's like, what's a miracle? The light turns from red to green as I'm coming. He gives this whole speech about it. Yeah.
That is definitely a miracle in my life.
Yeah. Who knows? Changes the water to wine. The point
that's
is, I felt the spirit or whatever it was.
I guess that's a good point. A miracle is all dependent on how you define that in your own life. For folks like us who aren't necessarily religious, but maybe a little bit spiritual, whatever you want to call it. A biblical miracle to me doesn't exist, but that light changing from red to green when I'm on my way to go do whatever, that's a mini miracle.
Who knows?
Thank you. I don't have to sit here and hold this brake pedal anymore.
Faith is what you make it. That's the hardest shit since NC Ren.
Bars.
Alien can blend right on in with your kin. Look again, because I swear I spot one every now and then.
Hard to hear.
Seeing all depends on what you believing in.
I think
that's
that's
very
kind
much-
of. I think that's kind of half of the outlook on life, though. You will see what you
That's
want
Andre
to see.
3000.
If
You will see what that's what?
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. I don't even recognize that name.
One of the fucking coldest lyricists according to mainstream.
Really? Andre 3000. Would you
Andre
agree?
3000. Yeah, I will.
Up there with who?
Up there with anybody. Nobody's
Anybody?
cold. Nobody's colder than Andre 3000.
Tupac?
Not even close.
Not even
I'm gonna
close.
agree with you on that one.
Nope.
Eminem's pretty good, especially his newer stuff.
Motherfuckers want.
I
Motherfuckers
don't know
want
about
Andre
Eminem's newest
3000.
stuff. I saw 50 Cent on an interview the other day talking about, you really shouldn't be the hottest rapper when you're 50. You should be, that's what you do when you're young. It should be a young person's game.
It's a young person game.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be though. Some of those older rappers are still making millions and millions of dollars.
Oh, for
Y'all
sure.
were just talking about Kanye
about
West and all
money.
that money
You
he's
just
got.
switch gears.
It ain't about money, though.
I think for a lot of them that's true. It's just kind of for a love of the game.
But once you get enough money, money don't even have value no more.
Correct.
Money's not valuable to someone that's worth millions and billions.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
You don't
Elon
even look
Musk
at
wanna know
spends
what
you don't
time
look
it
at
is.
the price of shit no more. Money has no value.
Once you get to a certain point,
It has no
somebody
value.
else's, you're not doing your own shopping.
Nope. That's where I
Man,
wanna
that's the one thing I'd love not have to go to the grocery store
But you know
anymore.
what? I heard Michelle
don't.
Obama talking about living in the White House, and apparently whatever food they had in their personal chamber, they had to buy the groceries.
What?
Like whatever the
Really?
chef would cook for them and stuff. That's what I saw this interview with Michelle talking about. They had to buy their own
be.
groceries.
I can see that.
Got your boom tube.
They didn't have
going
to
over
pay for the chef or whatever it was, but I guess the groceries they had to,
Mm.
I mean, at $400,000 a year, you can afford groceries.
maybe. But you also got to think about what kind of groceries you're getting there and who's shopping. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a.
Getting food into the White House is a humongous ordeal. It's got to pass through like 18 hands. That's an exaggeration,
I know
I'm
you
sure.
get
But it's got to
cocaine in that
pass through a
motherfucker.
lot of people before it goes up to the
Can't get
president.
cocaine in it. That's true. But
You
that
can
was
get
probably
cocaine in
$100.
the White House.
And apparently cigars.
Cigars for sure. Yeah. And there's plenty of stories about people smoking weed. The Beatles.
Obama smoked cigarettes, didn't he?
He did.
During his presidency.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, you can buy cigarettes at the corner store.
Mm-hmm. But he ain't stopping at the corners, though.
The Beatles.
Oh, no.
The
Who's his
Beatles
cigarette plug?
smoked weed on the roof of the White House.
Those are the Beatles. You let
smoked
the
weed
Beatles
in the
smoke weed where they
bathrooms.
want to smoke weed.
Snoop smoked weed in the Olympics.
Same with Snoop. Snoop gets to smoke weed wherever he wants.
He don't know where they get away with some shit like that.
Did he smoke it on camera?
He just had the torch, the Olympic torch. He was carrying the Olympic torch and using it like a blunt. You get what I'm saying? Like
Shoot,
he
I'm
was
trying to
smoking
use
the
the
fucking
Olympic torch to
like
light
a
the
fucking
blunt.
He probably did.
No,
it's
him
Snoop.
probably.
That would be
They
epic.
probably got some pictures of it
That
hanging on
would be
the
some
wall.
be
shit.
epic.
Snoop the only one can get away with some shit like
Snoop
that.
lighting the blunt on the torch.
Fuck.
Some people transcend culture and age and just,
Correct.
you know what I'm saying? Snoop is one of those people that it just is universal, you know.
He's turned into a mogul.
Snoop's name
I mean, if
will-
you're a tightwad, then you're
fucking
going to hate
mogul.
him, of course.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're just a regular person, you got to be like, that's fucked up, but it's kind of cool.
Ain't nothing fucked up about
I mean,
Snoop,
he
man.
still claims this day to be a member of the Crips. Who else can get away with that publicly?
I mean, he very well may be.
I'm
We don't
sure
know.
it probably is. I don't know. Hey, do your thing. He never hurt me.
He was in the middle of it back in the day.
He did get off of a murder charge.
She damn sure did. No
So-
fucking beat a murder case.
You remember that?
And you know he did it.
He was on that show with. Come on, Q.
Which
you know what
one?
I'm talking about.
Wow.
What was her
How
name?
do you
That
figure I know?
the cooking show.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Thank you. See, I told you. You know.
Oh, they're buddies to this day.
Yeah, he probably.
He was on that show talking with Martha Stewart, and he was like, "Man, I'm sitting here with
I
Martha
bet she
Stewart,
showed
and
him her
only one of
tits.
us a criminal."
I bet he seen.
What did
Martha
she go to
Stewart
jail
tits.
for?
Insider trading.
Was that what it was?
Yeah. She wasn't a Congress person. at
So
the
she
time,
didn't go to jail.
couldn't-
She went to.
She was probably the fall person for it though. I'm pretty sure it
sure.
was more than just her involved in whatever
I
she
bet
was
she made
involved
money
in.
off of going to jail. I bet
Yeah,
there was a
they
backroom
like,
deal.
look, somebody got to take the fall
Yep,
for this shit.
Yep. You take this. It's going to
Look,
be
you give me
easy
enough
on you.
money, I'll do it.
And,
I'll take the fall for you.
It's gonna be.
I mean,
easy
especially the
living.
way she did
Yeah,
time. She didn't do hard
She did time
time.
probably
she
in
did,
her fucking house in the Hamptons.
I mean,
probably.
country
she
club.
was in a country club prison.
Yeah,
Country
she was
club
in a
prison, yeah.
facility,
One
but
100%.
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
had tennis courts and no walls and shit. You
Correct.
know, it was honor
She was probably still eating Wagyu and
It's like-
whatever the hell rich people eat.
She was filming cooking shows with the other convicts
there you go.
from the prison. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
Can you even call them
Making-
convicts at that point?
Fucking,
I think that's disrespectful
you
to
gotta go
actual
to
convicts.
But you know what?
that's the tier 2 system.
I don't think
we
there's
live in.
anything wrong with having a lighter prison.
Man, nah, fuck that. Throw
You know,
them
we
in there with the
talked
rest of
about
them.
this Carmelo Anthony thing.
A lighter prison.
A prison that is not as extreme, like the hardcore. You know, the hardcore folks might need to be.
I mean, but only rich people get to go to this.
I'm not-
And see, that's
I'm,
the problem. Throw the
That's
rich
the
people
problem,
in
yeah.
gym
I'm
pop.
I'm talking in
Yeah.
ideal terms. I'm talking about in ideal terms, not the way it's practiced for real. But
Okay.
you know, when you take somebody like Carmelo Anthony, you know, we've talked about, okay, yeah, he did do something and it was wrong what he did. And there has to be something meted out. But should he go into the place where the hardcore
No.
fucking raw people,
mean,
you know
he's
what
a
I'm saying?
kid,
Like, what
man.
are we doing?
17-year-old.
He's
Yeah.
a 17
He's gonna come out a different person. I don't give a
there's
fuck
no
what you
way
say.
that he comes out
He's
of
gonna
that
come
okay.
out fucked up.
And I think that, okay, something has to
I
happen.
think you almost got to be fucked up though to go into that environment to survive in that environment.
I can't imagine being a 17-year-old kid that's used to the privileged life that this, you know, I mean, it was a suburban, you know, he had braces and healthcare and shit.
Shit.
And now to go into that environment just does not seem like the right thing for us to be doing. I don't know what the right solution is,
There's not a whole lot that is right about our current,
but I think that,
current justice system,
Somebody gonna get his cheeks.
incarceration system, whatever you
yeah, I
call
hope
it.
not. But you know, it's probably going to happen.
Fuck.
That or he's going to end up shitting somebody.
Which
He got the
I'll probably
experience.
be the better. Shit, too soon.
My bad.
That is true. He know where to stick you.
Look, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that's
Fuck it.
me. I'm going to stick you before
Hey,
you give
I'm
me.
telling you for real. I'm sticking you too. Fuck
Yup.
that.
I mean,
If I, hey,
I'll
gotta
do another
stick you.
20 years before I
yeah,
get
I don't
violated.
know. I don't know what the right solution is.
Me neither,
I don't
Shay.
think we got it right there.
I think we need to look at some of these other European countries that I can't name any off the top, but there are several other countries that have got much better prison systems that we do that are actually focused on rehabilitation more than just incarceration.
The problem with that is then you've got somebody that's, you know, gaming the system, or, you know, like exactly how much do we want to spend per year on a piece of trash chomo
Like I know-
rapist motherfucker.
if
You
I
know
go
what
to
I'm
jail,
saying?
I can get a
I got a
degree.
solution for that.
Like you get degrees in prison.
Correct.
Like, okay, I could do a little fucking
Correct.
petty
you don't
robbery
give a degree to a chomo,
and
though.
just go get a degree.
But I also
that
firmly
motherfucker
believe-
don't deserve to go to prison. You ask me.
No,
But that's
bring back
that
public
motherfucker-
hangings.
Something.
That's
Shit.
my thing.
A
Bring back
chomo, yeah,
you
most
touch
definitely.
kids, you get hanged in the street.
I'm on board with it.
hard to argue with.
You have been
And it seems like
to,
we hear more and more of that. I know it's because of the internet and, things get reported.
But we're a civilized society.
But
we can't be doing shit like
that. That's what our problem is today. We have gotten too civilized and we're not willing to stand on business. And I think a lot of the reason why that kind of, the chomos and all that has become more prevalent now is because finally people are doing, the public is more aware that it's happening. That stuff has been going on forever.
What's those countries? Those Muslim countries over there? They don't even have crime. Crime is zero.
Yeah, because
in whole countries,
you steal something, you lose a hand.
Fucking zero.
You lie,
zero crime.
You lose a tongue. You rape a child, they're going to take you into some
Dubai.
And we gonna fucking stone the shit out you. Everybody get a stone.
Mm-hmm. At this point, they probably don't even stone them. They just take them off into a mountainside somewhere and
you don't see them again.
Back of the head.
They also will kill their sister for having sex with somebody that they didn't like.
That is
or
true.
Or for being raped.
That is true. Or for just being a woman, if there's
Sharia law, under Sharia law, which is what you're talking about, nobody steals from anybody, but your sister has to cover her head. She's not allowed to speak in public or drive.
And if she gets raped, she gets killed.
And if she gets raped, it's your job as her brother to kill her, to bring honor back to the family because your sister got raped by some trashy
women
motherfucker.
are nothing more but property over there.
Correct. Correct. And they consider American women, because of the way that they dress with exposed skin, to be nothing more than meat.
Yep.
If you rape or kill or abuse or beat the hell to death or drag behind a car or whatever it is,
perfectly
a woman who...
I know they paying chicks to boo-boo on them.
Where did you hear some shit like that?
Like women, they'll fly women out like these rich fucking hijab
to take a dookie on their chest.
They'll fly you out there and they'll pay them like $10,000 to take a dump on their chest.
No, I never heard of that.
$10,000. Appreciate you. You get to go hang out in Dubai on a mega yacht and get a dump on your chest.
Fuck that.
They get paid $10,000.
There's some weird stuff out there, man. No, I didn't know about that.
Water.
I mean, it just goes back to what you said, how they consider American women. They flying American women to their country.
Like a natural Sprite, man.
And that's what they doing. So they treat them like human toilets, basically.
That's fucking nasty. Wow.
Yeah, there's just so
much.
much.
women doing it, though.
I mean, with the money they paying,
if women
you?
weren't doing it.
You mean to tell me that
you ain't taking no dump on me for no money.
No. That they're taking a dookie on the women, or the women are taking a dookie on them?
No, they're taking dookies on the women.
Oh yeah, no, you got me fucked up.
But they paying them.
No, I don't care how much you're paying. Now if you're gonna pay me like $5 million to come over and take a dookie on you, okay, that's $5 million in my pocket.
Y'all ain't heard about this shit?
No.
They'll fly you out. They'll take a dump on you.
That's what the hell is this world coming to, man?
Yeah, Bill Clinton sticking cigars in chicks. I mean, in the White House.
I did not have sexual
I don't know.
relations
Maybe it's just a
woman.
power thing. Like once you get to a certain point of power, it's just like, how do you get your rocks off?
That's the only thing I can think of that it's got to be. It's just got to be some kind of power. Oh, you got the lime one? Man.
How do you get your rocks off when I done everything?
I mean, at that point,
I think it depends on, that goes to a bigger question, and I'll philosophize at this point. I'll chime in and just say that once you get to a point where you have tried to find happiness in indulgence, whatever that is,
indulgence.
Then
I like that word.
You eventually you've indulged as much as you can. That's as old as the biblical story of Solomon. Mm-hmm. He had 300 wives and 600 concubines, which basically is just a bitch that he fucks whenever he wants to. His harem was 900 deep. 900. I don't know how many kids he had.
I don't think I got enough stamina.
That's and in the end, he turned back to a very simple life. Of course, it's a Bible story, so he says, love God first and foremost, and whatever it is. But the point just being simplify your shit. If you try to find happiness and indulgence is never gonna, you're
gonna stay chasing.
Stay chasing.
Man, I'm simple to keep happy. Give me a big old racetrack and some fast cars.
I think for the most part, most guys are. I think.
Most of us are, and then you have you have the anomalies, and sometimes it becomes somebody like Elon Musk that just has to come up with new shit and try to build something bigger, and whatever it is.
That's
and
what makes him happy. He enjoys
gold.
pushing those boundaries.
You got somebody like Donald Trump that his whole life he wanted more and bigger and grander, and I think most men are a lot more.
But you got to think we talking about people that's been they've been wealthy their whole life. Born wealthy.
Not Musk. He wasn't born wealthy.
Was he not?
He was middle class, solid, but not wealthy for sure. No.
Pretty sure he had a pretty good
Donald
life.
Trump was.
I
My
bet he-
father
I bet
gave
he-
me
I
a
bet he grew up
small
with a maid.
loan.
You bet what?
I bet he grew up with a maid. I bet he never used a washing machine.
I mean, let's be honest, though.
How
You can
hard
get
is
a
it to
maid in middle
South
class.
Africa?
I bet he never used a washing machine.
You're probably right.
But you can get a maid
And
in
he
middle
sold,
class.
he sold PayPal in the middle of, I guess, what would be college. I don't think he actually graduated, but he sold PayPal either in the middle of college or like right after college. So he's never been anything but wealthy as an adult. For sure, whatever he may or may not have had as a kid.
You know what's
as
crazy?
a very young adult, early 20s at least, he was, a multimillionaire. I don't know what he sold PayPal
He's only
for.
rich
but
on paper. In reality, he's cash broke. All of his money comes from stocks from SpaceX and Tesla.
all of that net worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
ain't cash.
yeah.
He ain't
But I mean,
cash
that's-
poor. But when it comes to could he
That
put $1
motherfucker,
trillion
he could
in
put
a sack?
He could put $1 million in the sack if he
A
wanted to.
million? He's probably got $1 million in a
Yeah,
sack.
easily.
Oh, yeah,
somewhere. I
probably.
bet
If he
he's
wanted
got
to, yeah, he could.
I bet you somewhere he's got $1 million just in a little cube. He probably flexes it on his friends when he's drunk every now and then and be like, look, check this out. Throws it to him.
You know, out
I
there
used to
on,
know a dude that had a roll of hundreds. And it was $10,000 and he kept it with a rubber band so he could flex with it.
So he get hit upside the head.
you know, at Fort Knox, they got $1 million in gold bars sitting right there in the visitor center in this giant
That's all the gold
polyethylene
is there.
case.
That's all that's left.
Shoot, they sure guard that thing like it's not. And listen,
nobody
I've
been in
already
there
tried. Our name ain't getting us nowhere out
Ain't
there.
nobody been in there in like 30-something years.
What you gonna do with a gold bar?
Shit, sell that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
what you going to do with
Who
it?
you gonna sell a gold bar to?
Somebody that buys gold.
You're going to have to source it.
There are people out
And
there
they
that
know
legally.
Fuck.
They ain't going to
I mean, you
legally buy a
talking-
bar from Fort Knox.
You talking about stolen gold? I'm not stealing gold. I'm not that stupid.
For sure. Oh, yeah, but if you had a legitimate bar of gold, yeah, you can
Oh yeah,
sell
I'm
that,
selling
for
that
sure.
motherfucker
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, you can sell a bar of gold.
A full
wouldn't be
bar
hard
of
to
gold
do.
is what, $250,000, $500,000?
I guess it depends on how heavy the bar is.
I mean,
What
I
is
think
it,
a
16
standard-
ounces. No, it's gold is measured
16
weirdly.
ounces isn't
Look,
a pound.
let's
Troy
find out
ounces.
real quick.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I can't remember the difference
it'll tell you
between
it's like a
Troy
pound
ounces
of gold, but it's really not 16 ounces. Or it's weird how they measure gold.
I know they measured in Troy
Like in a
ounces,
bar,
but I
in
was-
Troy
bar of
ounces.
gold.
Mm.
So a standard gold bar weighs 400 troy ounces, which is about 27.4 pounds or
That's
12.4
a heavy
kilograms.
damn bar of gold.
27 pounds.
It's 27 pounds.
What is a
And we're
pound
what?
of gold worth?
30-something thousand an ounce right now. How much is gold?
Generally speaking, 1 pound of, oh, you motherfucker.
An ounce got to
What
be
is
about
a pound of gold
4,000.
worth?
I think an ounce is like 30,000.
No, no.
Based on current live spot price of gold, approximately 4,000 per troy ounce. A standard
troy
pound of
ounce.
pure gold is worth $58,000. Somebody smarter than me is going to have to do the
4,000
math on
ounces.
58,000 times 27,
Yeah,
but fuck ton of money. Come on, mathematician. I see the
Am I supposed to be coming up with that? 58,000 times 27?
yeah.
116, and then what?
500,
I could have asked my
a
calculator.
million,
by
over
now.
a million. I say
million two.
million two. Yeah, million two and a half, somewhere like that. Yeah.
What would you do with $1 million if you just had $1 million drop in your lap today? What are you doing with it?
I would.
I would still do this.
Oh, I'd quit my job.
I tell
for
you what,
sure.
See, yeah, I don't have a job. I would continue doing what I'm doing. Maybe, I might not have to hustle so hard. But for a minute, here's the thing.
I would I still pull up to those markets every Sunday?
I don't know about that necessarily.
It's hot as fuck
I'd
out
be
there
doing
too.
something.
I wouldn't
Here's
be
the
doing
thing.
that shit.
I'd probably first off just go ahead and pay off my house. I don't know that much on it anyway, so I'd pay that off, and then
Fuck that house.
honestly, I'd probably sit on it for a year. I'd probably just sit and try to decide, okay, what's the best way to use this to do something for the future? I mean, you can stuff it under your mattress, and
That ain't gonna do
and
you
it's
no
not going to
good.
do you any
It's gonna
good.
lose money that
or
way.
yeah, it's going to lose money that way. Or you can figure out a way to make it work for you. And as far as on the scale of $1 million,
Unless you think you can just live off of it, live off just that million for
I mean,
the
if
rest
you put
of
enough
the
of
rest
it
your
into a
life.
high yield,
$1 million, but you're going to be,
I don't know.
You have to be careful. I would want to, I might put some of it into something that's permanent, but I'd want to put a lot of it into my own something. I'm not ready to be sitting on the front porch with a glass of tea.
oh, I'm definitely
That's
starting
not-
Riley a nice garage. I'm with
That's
you on
not
that.
my thing.
I'm putting it into something that's going to
I'm
continue
not pulling
to
up the
generate
markets
money.
every
But-
fucking week
But,
the way I'm doing now.
we might start a go-kart team on the side
I might do
with
something.
a little bit of it,
Did
I'm
you
not
ever,
for
did
this
you
dude,
ever
I
look
got
into
my
that
ass
like
off
you said
every
you
day.
would?
I got that on my head now.
What's that?
Starting a go-kart team. I was watching these guys rebuild one of those Harbor Freight Predator motors.
Those 212s?
Dude, they built the shit out of this thing.
Take the governor out of them.
They did everything.
Wind them motherfuckers out.
They put a They replaced took the governor out, replaced the exhaust with straight pipes, and put a new carburetor
on that motherfucker.
And that
you
doubled the
wind 'em out.
horsepower.
Yeah,
Did they race
doubled
that
the
in
horsepower.
competitions?
And then they went in. They went inside of it. They replaced. Oh shit! Damn near everything. They replaced the
Put
flywheel
new heads on it.
with an aluminum. With a billet aluminum.
Bullet flywheel.
Put new heads on it. Put new rockers. They put new.
Shoot, at that point,
they
just
put a new
boost motor
connecting
on that damn
rod
thing.
You think probably $1,000 in that
in
motherfucker?
it. I don't know. They didn't give a
Oh,
price.
that
The
bullet
motor itself's
aluminum.
only-
That bullet aluminum flywheel is probably $1,000.
Ooh.
No, I'm sure.
Billet
I don't
aluminum
know.
is expensive,
I'm
and I bet you
interested
it
in
was
eventually I'm gonna
custom
find
made.
out.
I
Point
guarantee
being,
you that's custom made.
They really went through it and did everything they could. They got that some bitch revving up to 8,500 RPMs.
Damn.
And putting out.
What is it,
almost-
a 5 horsepower motor?
They put out it's
from the
it
factory,
claimed
maybe?
6.
6?
And they dyno. They had it on a dyno in a garage. And so just straight out of the box, they got a little over 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they slowly started doing to the point where once they got done with it, it was pushing like 15 horsepower.
Tripled.
Yeah.
Damn near tripled the
Yeah,
horsepower.
yeah, damn near tripled the horsepower. It was pretty wild. And they had it screaming, man. They had that switch opened up at 8,500. Wow, it was crazy. Yeah.
How much horsepower?
They did
226 make.
they did 0 to 30 times.
No, nobody wants fucking jets.
Stock out of the box, it took over 6 seconds to go from 0 to 30. And once they got done with it, they did it in less than 4. Like 3.7 or something like that seconds from 0 to 30, which is pretty respectable on a go-kart.
On a little go-kart,
You
yeah,
know,
hell yeah.
3.7, that's 7.4 seconds to 60 if if it was linear. There's some cars that won't do that.
So just for reference, a standard Rotax competition kart engine, which by the way they do regulate, makes between 13 and 15 for the youth class, 8 and 13 for the entry level youth class, and the high performance make 23. The seniors make 30. And damn, a DD2 makes 34, which is a lot on a go-kart.
34
That's
horsepower is a lot on a go-kart.
Now, I do know in competition karting, the two big things that are regulated is the chassis that you use and the engine that you use. You either got to use a Rotax or a Briggs & Stratton that are specifically designed for that. I don't know what the purpose in that is, but you do have to buy specific chassis and motors.
Probably so everybody on an equal playing field.
I think that's what it is. Keep everybody on the same level.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, these guys that are racing Formula One right now, they started in those karts.
Almost definitely.
Now,
That's where they get their talent out of. The
yeah.
fucking
100%.
kart. They know 20 years before he's going to be racing for us.
But to put a kid through that is almost prohibitively expensive for the middle class because you got to put
Prohibitively
like most of
expensive. I
these
can't even
guys
say that word.
that came out of middle class.
Say that word again?
Their parents had to do second mortgages on their houses just to keep them in karting.
But that motherfucker get into the F1.
But if you get into the F1, then it
If,
pays
and that's
off.
and it's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
2 slots per team, though.
Yeah.
On
And
the,
if
in
you
that
get into
F1 shit.
F4 or F3 or F2, F4, or F3 and F2, you got to pay for your seat. You got to pay your whole way through it. And you're talking F4 is hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and F2 is getting into the
You
millions.
better have a sponsor.
Yeah, you got to, and that's the thing. You got to go
gotta
do
have
your
talking
own
about
legwork.
building a cart and maybe doing some local shit. That's all.
Yeah, on a dirt track.
But I mean, if you put down some talent and you show that you've got the talent, it's not hard to
55
pick up
years old,
sponsors.
man. I'm not fixing to pick up a sponsor. I just want
It's
to
not about
drive
you.
some
It's about
shit.
the kids, man.
It's about the kids.
If you're trying to do it for yourself, just go to one of those arriving. Look, the best place to go is Music City Kartplex up there in somewhere just north of us, like an hour north of us. I haven't been there yet, but it's on the list. But they've got those big boy Rotax carts and like a half-mile track, maybe a mile-long track. It's nice.
Be a fun road trip, boys. I don't know where I got that echo right there from it. So maybe it was the way my headphones got sideways. I sounded like I was, what's his name, drunk in an old hall back in the high. I'm Johnny Cash.
Look, you want to go to a good
I'm a
go-kart
man
track,
in black.
there's
They're building a badass one down near Birmingham.
that's
We need to go down
K1,
there when it opens
and
up.
those carts are going to beat you up.
What does that mean?
Physically, it's going to beat you up.
I'm a badass.
Every time I go out there, I end up with bruises all over my back,
Hell yeah.
whiplash.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I mean, look, it's definitely a lot of. They do a drift
go.
night every
Fuck yeah, I'll go do
couple of
drift
weeks.
night.
They do a drift night, which is kind of
What
slick.
do they wet the track?
No. They give you these. So when you go out there go karting, you lay down a ton of rubber on the track, and every now and
Word.
then that's got to be removed.
Okay.
They have these special tires that is designed to get sideways and remove that rubber as you go out there and do it. So not only are they getting the revenue from you paying to go to drift night, but they're also not having to pay to have a company come scrape the rubber up off the track.
Smart.
Super
Oh,
smart.
K1 is probably one of the bigger indoor
Very
go-kart
smart.
tracks.
I used to live in Oxford, Alabama, where you were born. You were born in Anniston, which is
don't
Twin
remind me.
Cities. But anyways, there's an oval track down there, just an independent little go-kart track. And they will, on some nights, it's a dirt track, hard packed. But on some nights when they need to wet it down or whatever, they'll wet it down and, have a drift night. And the rumor is that a lot of times the racers, when they come in from Talladega, will go down there. I don't know if it's true or not, 'cause I never tried to go down there. But,
I'd pay to do that.
Yeah, it was just an oval, but the whole thing was wet, so you could pretty much stay sideways the whole time, just stay in it. He had some decent go-karts.
Oh, listen, this drift night at K1 is not easy. Riley and I have tried it a couple of times, and we don't know what
But
the
if
fuck
I
we're doing.
had the land that you have,
build one.
you got enough room to build a track out there.
I got a county acre.
That's enough.
What's a county acre? That'd be
I'm
enough.
I'm really in a neighborhood though. Like a
that
city. Like it's not a country acre where I'm out by myself.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't have no shit like that in my neighborhood.
That'd probably be part of what I do with that $1 million.
You got
I'm
an
building a
HOA
racetrack.
over there?
No HOA, but I wouldn't.
Right.
I wouldn't disrespect my
Right.
people
I got
around
you.
me.
They'd probably
Yeah, I got
complain
you.
enough to get you an HOA.
Yeah.
You know how these.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I
I
need
mean, those.
A country acre, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do shit like that because you ain't disturbing no one.
Right. That's a good point. You do have neighbors.
Yeah, I got neighbors.
Be fun to do, though.
It will be. Maybe
I'd
get
do it.
some electric cars.
But see, then you build the
Hell yeah.
go kart track, and real quickly that's going to turn into wanting a full size track, so you can take some real shit out there. Or at least that's how it would be for me. I'd get real bored of the go karts real quick.
And be a simple kind of man.
I feel like I'm simple
Be
for that. That's all I
something
need, man. Just give me a little bit of speed in my life. I'm happy.
Yeah, Mr. Barber died, late last year, I guess?
Yup. They held a real nice ceremony for him. Man, did you see what's that mannequin that hangs down on the second straight? I can't
Talking about
remember
the
its
chick
name.
with the noose
Yeah. She fell down in the middle of an Indy race not too long ago, and they ripped her head
during
off.
the race?
Yeah,
They
in the
had a
middle of the
noose?
race, and a car came
Someone
They
by.
hung her
hanging
back
out there?
up, though, right?
Oh yeah, that's a track
Yeah,
staple.
there's
You
a-
can't take that down.
I forgot you ain't been to Barber. There's
That is the most eccentric racetrack I've ever
quirky
seen.
artwork and eccentric
Someone been hung.
pieces. There's a effigy of a chick in
Effigy.
like a
It's a
pink
mannequin.
dress.
It's a
and
female mannequin.
Effigy.
Yeah, she's got long blonde hair and she's wearing a pink dress and she's hanging by a noose from one of the bridges above
It's not
the
meant
racetrack.
as any
As
disrespect.
a
It's
collective,
just
we
the-
don't take kind to that shit.
She's white.
But still, hanging of any sort.
She's hanging there. However you want to
I
look
guess
at
we
it.
can-
I
there she
really don't
hangs.
think it was meant
They
to.
got-
I see where you're coming from 100%. Now I feel a little different about it, but I
we
don't think it was meant to.
yeah,
It's
we
just
don't-
the extra.
We take umbrage
fine.
to anybody hanging.
There's a-
like, oh, okay, yeah.
So the central, when you first go in,
We've been there, done
it's
that.
like 7 stories for the inside of the museum, right? And there's this big ass
Wild
elevator
museum.
that's in the middle of everything. You can ride this elevator up to the top, and you're looking at like 1,000 motorcycles, and it's very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very
There's
impressive.
F1 car on the. They've got
But-
a Porsche 918.
It's all enclosed in glass, so you can see the elevator shaft all
And
the
then
way
there's
down
someone
to the
hanging.
bottom. No, in the bottom, there's like a dude with a wrench laying beside him, like he got squished by the elevator, just laying down there.
That
You
was
know?
pretty good.
There's a lot of little.
Okay, I could appreciate that art.
There's a whole
There's
walk-in park out there.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different. You don't know what you're going to see. Like there's a great big giant sculpture of a spider just out in
I
the
think there's a
field
Sasquatch out there, isn't there?
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Sasquatch. Isn't there a chick in the lake, like with her head just halfway out of the
Yeah,
lake?
like
was-
she's drowning.
like the lady
I'm
in the
telling
bay
you, it's
or
an
something,
eccentric track.
It's you don't know what you're
Okay.
going to see. Mr.
But it's
Barber
also
was
a good
odd.
quality track, man. Coming into what is that? Coming out of turn 9 right there, you've got
that's
2
the shit, man.
switchbacks and fucking 50 feet of elevation drop right in there. Watching those Indy cars go through there is wild.
Yeah.
They go through there like they're not
We're
going to
supposed to
die.
make a trip out of that.
We need to, and we need to.
I'd definitely be in,
we need to
on
pop
board,
the price
on board
for
with that
the.
one.
We need to pop the price for the membership especially if we go for a weekend, it's worth it. But
Shoot,
Daniel
for
and
the
I,
barbecue they gave us.
It's
Daniel and I
cheaper
were
just to
down there.
get the membership than to just get a day pass or whatever.
You can't do with a day pass. You're going to be sitting in the bleachers. With a membership,
You might as
can
well just
walk
go on and get the
right up
membership.
to the fence where they're coming down turn 9, where they're opening it up.
Shoot,
You know,
forget all that.
and
They
they're
had a
fucking
set in this
sideways
real
laying
nice kind
down.
of pavilion area. They catered us Lawler's barbecue. It was real nice. We weren't out there in the sun. Was it not Lawler's?
I don't remember.
Either way, it was real good barbecue.
Yeah, it was. It's
And I'm not
they
a
put on
barbecue
whole
guy.
spread. Yeah. By the time you bought food and all the different things that they have available for you there as
Get the
part of that membership, yeah,
You'll
just get
spend more than the
membership.
membership.
Yeah.
And then now you got it, and for a year, anytime you want to go back, you can.
And they do a lot of racing out there of all different kinds. Indy, motorcycles.
It's fun to
testing
get.
tunes.
Like you can walk on a fence right up to
Right there.
right there. Right
But
there.
I mean, even cooler than that, you can walk out on those bridges and they're made out of glass. I've got pictures of Indy cars passing right underneath our feet.
Yeah, you're like 60 feet in the air or whatever. And
No,
they're-
not even. I don't think.
Which yeah,
It's wild.
It's very intense.
That's
it's fun. You feel
that's
the
a way
wind
to-
of it for sure. You feel the wind on the bikes, let alone the cars.
Damn, a whole heffalump fell upstairs.
A heffalump?
Oh, heffalump.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, neither.
Hippo buffalo moose.
Oh, I sounded good right there. I almost sounded James Earl Jones-esque.
James Earl Jones-esque. Now, right there, that was perfect, Mr. Producer. That was lovely.
Play that funky music. Let me hear it. Let's boogie woogie and get down till dawn.
I really hope I don't turn into you at your age.
What was
hope
that
I'm a
Robin
little
Williams
cooler
in
than
Good
Yeah, I'm
Morning
definitely taking
Vietnam?
home what's
Let's
left
go,
of that
let's
stick.
boogaloo, let's
I'm
party
definitely
till
taking
we
home what's
puke.
left of that stick. I'm gonna get to
You
the
know.
house and smash that
Who's going to do what? Wait a minute.
cigar right there. I'm
You're gonna-
saving a little bit of it to take home and enjoy when I get back to the house. Kind of unwind, decompress a little bit.
I just don't like the term that you used when you said you were going to smash that cigar, especially when we started the podcast the way we did.
Well, that's what you get for being old. The people my age will get it. They'll understand.
I think they will. That's the problem.
Smash means a different thing. Well, I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Okay.
Like a lot of times, say this
Don't
soda right here. I
smash the
say I'm gonna
cigar,
smash
man.
this
Just
soda. It
smoke
means
the-
I'm gonna drink it fast.
Just
as
smoke
fuck.
the cigar, man. Don't American pie it.
He smashed that.
Nah, we're gonna American pie everything.
Stifler's
American
mom.
pie of the world.
That was really one of the last good,
Stifler's mom.
silly, half-dirty movies.
A MILF.
Jackass wasn't bad, but I guess you couldn't call that dirty. There was just a bunch of jackasses hurting each other.
I didn't ever get into Jackass.
Oh, I
should
thought that
have.
shit was funny. I loved it. Johnny Knoxville's making another movie now. That Bad Grandpa movie was pretty funny. When
I
he
heard
shot
it
up
was. I
that
didn't
wall.
see it. I didn't see it.
Oh
I heard it
man.
was.
So they got this scene where they walk into a diner. Him and the grandkid walk into this diner, and they told nobody. Only the staff and the owner knew what was going on. They didn't tell any of the patrons. And they're in the back corner booth, and he starts acting like his tummy's rumbling and making some weird sounds. And he kind of leans forward a little bit and shits, air quotes, shits up the fucking wall. And everybody in the diner is just turning around like, did that shit just happen?
In a diner full of just unsuspecting people eating food.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Now, after
Get like
the
a
skit
natural
happened,
reaction. Real natural reaction.
Wow.
from what I understand, after the skit happened, they kind of explained to everybody what was going on and gave them a good little chunk of coin for it.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, that just
If you ruin my breakfast like
so
that,
many
you wanted to
questions.
give me some good coin.
What was the fake shit made out of? Hopefully something food safe, so
I
that
would
there
have
wasn't
guessed.
any splatter.
Honestly,
You know,
probably
it was.
pudding.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure
chocolate
it was
pudding
made
or
out of
something
something,
for
yeah.
sure.
Pudding
You
is
know,
very shit
something-
like.
If this is a
edible.
real restaurant,
That's
got
the
a health
first
department
documented
thing
case
to,
of the
you know.
Dookie Demic.
the Dookie Demic.
Yep, that's the new name for that cyclospora stuff. It's the Dookie Demic.
Let me hit that Evan chain. You pass me that bottle, brother.
Feels like there's some
Yeah,
kind of
too.
new pandemic or craziness going on in the world since 2020.
It's been since before that. We make up something new all the time just to keep people on edge.
I mean, yeah, but
Have you seen any of these Fauci hearings? You know, he's in front of Congress right now.
oh man, I avoid that shit on purpose.
Yeah, Rand Paul's kind of
I
hitting him
didn't
a
see
little bit
that.
hard, but nothing's going to happen. Yeah, they got him on. They
About
got him
what?
on the stand about him lying about gain of function research in Wuhan.
When is Fauci not lying about something?
He's still. I saw him myself. I do not retract my statements. I can't do a Fauci.
Fauci.
He straight said I don't retract statements and I stand on my earlier testimony. You know, Biden gave him like this crazy pardon, and
Pardon
supposedly
on what?
Biden was pardoning everybody for everything.
Why did he have to pardon the
Yeah,
lead?
it was a very vague.
What is he, the head of the CDC? What the fuck,
Yeah.
whatever that position is.
It was a very vague. Surgeon General was he? I'm not sure. Whatever, but yeah, it was a very vague. You know, like went past and future. You know what I'm saying? But
It shows wrongdoing.
it does to me.
Give him the pardon, just that vague blanket
I guess
statement.
now
like,
the
okay,
thing they're saying is that if he lies to if they can prove he's lying to Congress now, then that wouldn't be included in the pardon. So, but I mean, the worst they could convict him of, I guess, is lying to Congress, assuming that pardon holds for any
they all lie.
crimes past or present related
Fucking
to
politics.
coronavirus.
They all fucking lie. If their mouth moving, they're lying.
I'm not
I mean,
going to disagree with that.
I think we have the documentation in this case to prove that we
Speaking
were
of
supporting
documentation,
gain-of-function
where's my
research in
damn
Wuhan.
Epstein files? We've been saying for years
Who's
that
been
shit-
locked up for Epstein files?
I didn't know.
Have they
anybody
locked
was-
up anybody?
Well, yeah, and see, that's now I get what you're saying. That's a good point. We haven't released the files like we said we would. It's a damn law now. Alan Richardson just said something about it a couple of days ago. A, B, why are there not people in prison for this? Why are they still walking and talking among us? That's my big problem right now. We got chomos and child abusers out here just walking the streets.
You know what? Not to plug, somebody else or whatever, but I did just listen to J.D. Vance on Joe Rogan, and Rogan got pretty. He let him off the hook eventually, but he pressed him pretty hard on that issue about the Epstein files.
What the vice president had to say.
He
Cover up.
He's a very glib person. He is.
What's glib?
Cover up.
He's a talker. That one. He's a talker. He's a smooth talker. That one. He's a smooth talker. He's got deep pockets that have been lined by some very sketchy people and organizations. We've talked about that. Like I'm trying to, I don't want to tee up because I can't quote facts. But I think there's, a lot going on. And, when you look at some of the things that he's been connected to and then listen to the way he speaks.
They're all connected to some bullshit.
He's a smooth talker, that one. He's a smooth one. He's got all the right answers, and he's very, very good at deflection.
Well, somebody writes that shit.
Very good at deflection. If you really listen closely, and I did some rewinding and wait a minute, what? And how did it get there? And wait a minute, and you're like, this motherfucker is a genius, man.
A genius.
There were I can't give a specific example. No, this was 2.5 hours, 3 hours off the cuff.
You think he came up with all that off the dome?
Oh no, I don't. But I think that he was recalling off of the dome for sure. He was bringing back. Oh yeah, he was probably prepped.
I will say he
this.
probably is pretty good about steering the conversation on his own in the direction he wants it to go. But 90% of that was probably scripted, not on Joe Rogan's part.
No, you couldn't. No, not when it's an off the cuff conversation. You need to listen to it. And you
no way the
understand what I'm
vice
saying.
president is going into something open the script.
That is
no way.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
No way.
Now, Joe Rogan's part in it may not be scripted, but I guarantee you they probably wrote 100 pages on, hey, if it goes this direction, you need to go this direction.
As far as Vance's,
it was scripted on Vance's end, not Rogan's end.
On Vance's end, he had pat answers for different questions. Agree. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're exactly right. He's still pulling those answers out and putting them into conversation in a way that seems like he came off of the cuff. And that's my point. He's a smooth one, that one. He's a good talker. He's a smooth talker.
He's one of them Illuminati puppets.
To be able to take as many different subjects and to not only pull out what he's been prepped on, but to put it together in a logical succession that answers a question that you're asked and still don't answer shit it really was remarkable. Just the performance was really remarkable.
Like,
do I believe
notes.
everything he said? It's hard to say, but take notes.
Take fucking notes.
This is how you... I'm going to listen to it again just because of the performance. I'll be honest with you. Do I believe everything that he says? Of course not. Do I think he's full of shit? Do I think he's in some people's pockets?
You'd be a fool
do.
to believe anything under these motherfuckers say.
That's why I don't watch
also
that shit,
think
man.
that-
If I start watching politics, I'm just going to get irritated. So what's the point?
Yeah, I limit what I see, but for the most part, I'm beyond the point of getting
Y'all
irritated.
think Trump's
Now I'm
going to
just
try and force
interested
his
in
way
what-
back into office for a third term?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, I'm kind of with you. I don't either, but
No.
you sure do hear that a lot. And if
Of
anybody was
course.
going to do it, it would be
He
Donnie.
done
course.
served his purpose.
Yeah, no, he's done. Yeah.
He done served his purpose.
I think he's going to try really hard to get J.D. Vance elected.
Yeah.
And I think
can see
J.D.
that
Vance
happen.
has a very, very good chance because I'm telling you, all right, he's the Republican vice president. He came out very strongly in favor of unions on the Joe Rogan show, talking very favorably about unions or labor organization. He
That's
said
got
that
more
the
than half
key,
the Republican vote right there.
he says that the key to, I mean, that's been a Democrat issue for a long time, and Republicans have often, conservatives especially, have often resisted labor organizations, especially unions and different things. He thinks that the future of the country hinges on labor having a seat at the table of the decision-making process of these big corporations.
You know what I'm most worried
That's
about?
a very moderate view to take, especially on a nationwide talk show. That's an interesting, he goes from there to his Catholic faith.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he hits a lot of different buttons. And at the same time, when he's asked about the 10 Commandments being in schools in Texas,
I want to focus on why we're still taking orders.
He
from
says,
Israel.
"Listen, I don't have a problem with the 10 Commandments up there." He said, "But I don't have a problem giving equal space to others. If there's a good, solid religious quote that's not something that goes against our values, then let them put it up there." He said, "I don't have a problem with my children seeing different views." Like he's got the answers, is what I'm saying. He's a smooth talker, and
whatever they got to do to get you on their side.
Well, there you go. And
I
how
say
much
tear
of
the
that
whole
is.
thing
But
down.
here's the thing: everybody,
I'm done voting.
It's hard to disagree with that,
I'm
but
not
at the
wasting
same
my
time,
time
how do
in the
you
poll
change
no more.
what do you
something if
build
don't?
when you
I
tear it
can't
down?
change it.
What do you build when you tear it down?
Honestly, you want my honest opinion.
I
I
do.
say tear it all down and let the people decide what we do next.
We can't tear
Take
it
a
down.
poll. I mean, at this
So
point, the
in
whole
the
system
meantime,
is
What
corrupted.
they're going to do
What
is
happens in the
build
meantime?
beside it. They're going to have to build systems
Correct.
beside the current
See,
systems. That's
I'll
going to
agree with
eventually
that.
take
I'll
the
agree with
place
that.
of
Build
these systems.
beside.
You
But
can't
we-
just tear this shit down.
What needs to go
Then it's
away?
fucking anarchy.
All of it.
I don't know. Shane.
So then you're going to have to say, if you're going to say that, you're going to have to say what should replace it.
So I feel like we should go back to a system of every decision is decided by the, because here's the thing. We as a society have forgotten that governments, politicians, police officers, they all work for us. We pay their salaries.
Correct.
And yet they're out here dictating what we do, when we do. They're
Correct.
not listening to what we actually want. For instance, I mentioned it a second ago, we're going to take this whole issue with Iran into account. We've been having problems with Iran because Israel told us to, and we as the people don't want that to happen. But nobody's listening to what we want. These flock cameras, people across the nation are screaming from the top of the lungs, cut these motherfuckers down, and they're like, well, we're not going to. And then on top of that, they're removing our access to be able to see what data these cameras are collecting. Even though they fall under the Freedom of Information Act, they're telling us we're not going to tell you what the fuck we see on these. That's for us to know and you not to. So it's not for our safety. It's for them. It's for the police departments and the government to be able to track what we do, where we go.
Police.
It's for the police.
This shit gonna
These
be worse
AI
than
data
fucking Nazi
centers.
Germany.
You know, Alabama just just passed a new law that they can put an AI data center wherever the fuck they want to, and they don't care what the people have to say about it. And they're doing it. They're actively doing it. Thanks, Mimo K. Appreciate you. That's what I think needs to happen. We need to remove the whole system while building something else alongside it. But it needs to go back to the people decide what does and does
I think
not
it all
happen.
started with the lobbyists. Take lobbying out of
Yes.
fucking politics. 'Cause
Take
you-
lobbyists and this
they're
whole
paid actors
bipartisan
at this
crap
point.
out.
If you got the money, you could pay these motherfuckers to pass anything
And that's
you
the
want
thing.
to pass.
We're not passing laws for the people. We're passing laws for the
For
people who are
corporations.
paying for it.
Correct.
That's the problem.
That's a big problem.
He who haveth the most money decideth everything. It's the Illuminati, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. Eye for an eye. What was it Kevin Gates said?
I don't know.
I'm just bullshitting at this point. But for real, you know, we're at a point now where they have gotten so good at it that we, the people, forgot that we're in charge.
Yeah.
We have no idea that these people work for us. So for everybody that's listening right now, please remember that they work for us.
That's the whole
Quit letting
point
them
of
stand
keeping us
on us.
divided too.
Stop
They
treading
don't-
on
they
me,
don't-
damn it.
They don't want to see us unite.
No, they don't. That's why racism is still a thing. That's why
Correct.
bipartisan parties are still a thing. That's why we
Correct.
keep coming
'Cause
up
if
with
we
a
can't
new
get this shit together amongst each other.
right.
We can't stop.
We focusing on the wrong things
Mm-hmm.
when realistically we need to be putting our focus towards Washington.
Mm.
That's all I got to say about that. Mic drop.
Good mic drop. I think lobbying is definitely a problem, though.
I think that might be one of the biggest
Lobbying
ones.
is a big fucking problem.
I think that's probably one of the biggest ones.
Oh shit!
What a night.
You see that?
I saw it the last 2 times.
Oh, that's the first time I honestly seen it.
No, he stuck his arm way out
I
this time.
intentionally
Before he kinda
keep my
gave me a
hand
little-
behind this pole like this. I can't see. I
but this
can't
time
see.
he
You
was
see
like,
me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
wow.
Look, goddammit.
they paid actors.
Listen, you
man.
know what? Here's the thing. I'll sum up my thoughts on this very, very briefly, and
sum it up.
then hopefully
don't know.
that'll give you time to tee up some words of wisdom.
Who?
You,
No, you know, it's
Mr. Q, the
always
messenger.
it's the guest.
It's your choice to give that choice.
Oh, okay.
You retain the right.
My body, my
You-
choice.
your bit, your choice. You own the
My
bit,
bit,
sir.
my choice.
It's your baby. You created it.
I'm running out of shit to
You
give to people.
fucking
I'm
Shane.
fat
happy,
girl.
boss.
So here's what I would say. And I am thinking of some things that I heard in this interview today, because I think J.D. Vance had some points on a couple of things. And the one of the things that he
sound like he touched on unity though. Bring it back.
I think he did.
Unions, units.
Well, and here's something I thought was bars that he said. He said that young people need to feel as though they are invested in our economy, and we have not done a good job of doing that.
That's my problem. How are we going to be?
We've moved manufacturing jobs overseas at a rate that make it very difficult to get a job without becoming beholden to the federal student loan system, which puts you in chains from the beginning. And then when you get out, you realize that in a lot of times, the degree that you have,
you start life with a mortgage around your neck
before you even have a house,
before you even have a fucking house.
And now, because we've let 100 million immigrants in over the last 10 years.
That ain't the immigrants' problem.
The housing market has gone from a buyer's to a seller's market.
It's almost unattainable.
No, it's BlackRock buying up all the fucking.
It is that. It's very nuanced, properties. And you're 100%. You're as right as the immigration problem. I disagree with that. You can't bring in 100 million people into a country.
They building the fucking houses. How is it their problem? How is it is that a housing problem?
The
Mexicans are building the houses.
That were already here are the ones that are building those houses. We've brought in,
and the ones that's moving here is not moving into the new houses that they're building.
Correct. They're moving into the low income houses that used to be occupied by people that just got out of college.
There's four of them living.
And because of that, listen, the problem is, I'm not blaming the problem on the immigrants. If I were in their shoes, I'd be doing the same thing they're doing.
Let's acknowledge, too, this country wouldn't be what it is without immigrants.
For sure, we're all immigrants. But the point being, you can't overwhelm a market with more people than there are resources to support those people without expecting massive inflation. And that's what we've gotten over the last 10 years.
Yep.
And we have done such a good job of outsourcing all of our manufacturing jobs that it's hard for anybody to get a job without a specialized degree.
And we just let them do it. All about that dollar.
I'm not saying that's the solution of it. You're 100% right about BlackRock, too. And that's something J.D. Vance did not talk about, and I thought that was very...
He's not going to bring up fucking
Of course he's not. But the fact that BlackRock, and there's one other, that own what? You're more educated on that than I am.
I used to be a part of motherfuckers. I can't think of the names. Not
whatever it is, that's another huge part of the problem. Supply and demand is one part of the problem, and
I can't think of the name.
Centralized buying. You know, what was that Schwab guy said? You will own nothing and be happy. Anyways.
Control nothing, own nothing.
And you'll be happy.
And be happy.
I think that if we can find a way to get younger people invested in the system, then I think we change America around. And I think
that would be real easy to do if they would invest back in us.
And it's not even no younger people that they can see up there though. Like all those motherfuckers. J.D. Vance probably the youngest person in there
for sure, and he's probably an inspiration. Let's hope.
Let's
hope he doesn't get caught with this
environment.
You know, his wife is fixing to have a baby like any time now. The sitting vice president's about to have a baby.
Okay,
that's pretty cool. Anyways, I don't think that's happened since JFK. Anyways, Daniel, how long have we been talking?
Shoot, I don't know. Hour and a half. You asking the wrong one.
Take a stab.
In minutes.
Minutes? 76 minutes.
Oh.
Is that?
I was going to say. Ain't on the money. I was going to say right at 72. 72. A little over an hour.
Exactly 72.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. When I first started saying it was literally just turned into 72. Yeah, it was 72:37 when you said that.
Not an hour and a half, not an hour.
72 minutes.
I'll say, yeah.
That's two very good guesses, though, honestly.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Shoot, I pulled that out of my
Honestly,
ass,
I thought it was less than that. I really did. When I first looked over, it was
definitely
65 minutes.
Definitely longer than an hour.
45.
But I know what an hour 30 feels like, too. And it hasn't been an hour 30.
Correct. It has not been an hour 30. I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to say, before I turn it back over to you, thanks, Daniel, for coming down.
I appreciate y'all having me. Thank you.
This has been fun.
This was long awaited.
Long awaited. We've talked about it a bunch of times. You never know as a father what your son's going to come on there and say. Like, he may be venting some shit that he just hadn't told me about yet.
Look, I mean, we can go back to childhood.
At least we give him a platform to do it.
That's true.
Get it off your chest.
Someone once said to me in anger, I hope that your daughter Madeline never speaks to you the way you just spoke to me.
Uh-huh.
Well, I feel like I've given Daniel the platform to say whatever he wants to say.
You know what? I do got something I want to get off
All
my
right,
chest.
get it
real
off your
quick.
chest.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
I appreciate you, Dad.
Thanks,
you did
man.
the best you could with what you had, and I'm happy with who I turned out as, and I don't think that I could have done that without you. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Shout out to my mother. Same thing for you. We've all made mistakes, but I think the both of you guys did the very best that you could with what you had, and I'm happy with where that put me.
Fuck,
Thank you.
man. Just
I don't know
to
what to say.
add a caveat to that, I was talking to an old guy. No, I was talking to a young lady, a little bit older than me, but she got a younger sibling, like a sister or brother that's younger than her. She's about my age and got let's say a sibling that's 15.
So that's pretty
And
much
she
where
said
I'm going to be here in a
She
little
went
while.
back and talked to her dad, and he told her, like, I apologize if you didn't have the best childhood compared to your younger sister. But we was just trying to keep you alive.
Back then, that's really
Back
all you
then,
could
we
do.
was just trying to keep you alive.
That's a tough thing.
And that's what they fucking
yeah.
did. They kept me alive.
As a multi-generational parent, I do think
Multi-generational
back
parent.
about how things were when my son was young and how things are for Madeline now.
Correct.
And is it better for her? You know, I wonder sometimes, you know, adversity makes you strong. And Daniel had to, right about 3, his life kind of turned upside down.
It wasn't easy.
And, you know, those are formative years, you know. And that 3 to 5, you know, I did the best I could.
I kept you alive.
I kept you
think you
alive.
did a little
know.
better
It
than
was
me.
what it was. But Madeline, on the other hand,
Oh man, she's playing
You know.
in splash pools,
yeah, she doesn't know danger.
watching
or,
butterflies blossom.
She don't know what to do.
She-
Well, let's hope that the world that we built for her will set her up for that.
She's gotten now where if I leave, she
uh-huh.
tries to get me, you know, she'll grab onto my leg or whine and cry. You
Singing
know, today
songs
was,
with Dad.
Yeah, today was when I left out for the podcast. She's like, "Daddy, I want to come with you." Like, you can't come with, because most of the time, like if I go to the store or something, I always load her up. Yeah, come on, we're going to the gas. Yeah, I'm just getting gas. Okay, but you can come.
Man,
It ain't nothing I'm doing that you can't, you know, I take her everywhere if I can. And when I don't take her, you know, she's gotten to realize that, you know,
yeah.
now she's going to, if she tries to be demonstrative, you know, and looks at me with
Right.
sad eyes and all, you know, sometimes I give in. It is
It's
what
hard
it
to
is.
ignore them sad eyes, man.
It is. It is. I tell you, one of my, well, never mind. Q, take us out of here, man. It's words of
Oh, no,
wisdom
I'm
time.
gonna give it to Daniel if he wanted. If not, I could probably
Your
bull-
choice.
I'll
can
tell you
bull-
what,
I
I'll
can-
take
I
it.
can-
I
I
got
can
something
bull
I've been
some
chewing
shit.
on.
Uh-oh.
I knew you guys
All right.
normally did this.
Go ahead.
And so
That's why I was hoping you would do that.
this is going to be a little off the dome, but I've been thinking about it all day.
By precedent. You knew by precedent that you had a responsibility and therefore came prepared. Am I
Came
correct?
prepared.
As prepared as one can be for such a moment. I don't know. I want to
Momentous
say something
occasion.
to the.
Momentous occasion. True that. True that.
I want to say something for the younger generations, for Madeline's generation, for my son's generation.
Ooh.
We live in a world nowadays that tells you who you need to be, what you need to do, and how to do it. I don't listen to that fucking shit, man. This whole, we were talking about it earlier, and this kind of brought it up for me. But you know, growing up, I was told college was the only way. You'll never make it in this life.
Not by me.
No, definitely not by you, but by school
Word.
administrators.
Correct. By everybody else.
Correct. You were told that college is the way to go. And I learned the other day, you know, a garbage truck driver makes $125,000 a year on average. A garbage truck driver
On average?
on average. Now that goes up, that goes down,
I can believe it.
but
Yeah, I do believe that.
the guy riding on the back of the truck, he makes as much as I do.
There ain't a dude on the back of the truck most time now.
Shoot, they are in Nashville. I
Every
saw
now
that
and
for
then
the
you'll
first
see
time the
one.
other day.
Every now and then you'll see one.
Oh, yeah. Mine transferred over like 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Ain't nobody on the back now either coming through my neighborhood.
Used to be when I'd go to this big show in Atlanta every year, when I'd put the trash out for the guys to pick up, I'd leave an envelope with some cash on the top of it.
for to put it back for you.
No, just appreciate what you guys do. You know, I got the beers tonight or whatever, just a karma. You know what I'm saying? I'm fixing to leave town with my family in whatever raggedy ass vehicle I happen to be driving at that time. And, you know, it's like I'm just going to put something into the universe. You know, here's to.
That's
like
what it's about,
toasting,
though.
You know, health, wealth, and happiness. You know, just do a little something to acknowledge, you know.
You know, you did something one time. You remember when we were coming back from the dentist in Louisville when we were working on me, and you made me pull over so we could stop by the Ronald McDonald House, and you just walked in there and dropped a little coin real quick. Take care, folks. Put some karma in the universe.
You got to put me on blast like that.
Well, you on blast.
If you brag, it's bad karma.
We're not bragging. We're not bragging. We're putting you on blast. That's a completely different thing.
Well, you don't know if I gave him any money anyway. You stayed in the car.
But I know you.
I might have just walked in there.
But I know you.
I might have just walked in there.
You didn't. But the point
Who
is
knows?
that rubbed off on me, man. Now every time I have the opportunity, I try to spread a little bit of that good karma because that's kind of what it's all about.
Ronald McDonald House is a
Look at
good
that
thing.
example.
That's
you
a good
set.
charity. But I mean, it's not about Ronald McDonald House. It's about the world we
Correct.
leave behind.
Correct.
And that kind of ties back into what I was saying a minute ago. It's about the world you live behind, and everybody is trying to tell you and push you in a certain direction to make the world that they want it to be. And again, don't listen to that fucking shit. Don't let somebody else plan your life for you. And quite frankly, don't plan your own life. Let that shit fall as the dominoes fall. I spent my younger childhood having a million people chatter in my ear about this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. This is when you need to do it by. And I spent the majority of my young adult life up until maybe a few years ago very concerned about the position that I was in and how far behind I was based on what everybody else had to say. And don't let them do that shit to you, man. Your life will fall into place like a puzzle as it rolls. Just do the best that you can, put good energy into the world, and try to leave behind a better life than we had. That's all I got. Why you got a little bit?
I agree.
This has been Vendor Chronicles. Peace. This one for the history books.